Hello there. Next, Jazz Cafe. So, welcome back to the world of Lego buildings. Today's building is the European Jazz Cafe. It is another alt build of the Assembly Square set. This build has been designed by InyongBricks, and the instructions are available from rebrickable.com. And I got to say that I was a bit hesitant on getting this, because my town hall was already made from the Assembly Square. And I like the Assembly Square so much that I plan to include that one as such later on in the city. So, 3 assembly squares with the limited space that I have available. That got me thinking that perhaps I'm using the same set too much. But on the other hand, I just really liked how this building looks. So, should I choose the building because I like it so much, even if it means repetition? A tough choice. But then I realized that the Jazz Cafe looks nothing like the Assembly Square. InyongBricks did such a fantastic job of coming up with a building that is completely different looking. So I think that picking up this building was the correct choice here. But enough of this intro nonsense, let's take a closer look at that building. And here it is. The architecture is just incredible. All this detail work is the finest that I have ever seen in an alt build. In the sign, you can see cafe and jazz combined. A nice dark blue vintage car, and a different looking baby pram here in the front corner. And in the end here we have a couple of tables with open parasols. The details on this side of the building are different compared to the other side. The windows have these interesting angled frames, and the roof is sloped. All in all, extremely beautiful architecture. In the side walls, we can see that the use of color is fairly consistent, although some of the interior details will show through in these walls. The other side wall is actually a bit cleaner. The first floor is full of interesting detail. The floor tiling looks nice. And there are seats for the customers here in the middle, and also by the windows on this side. Behind the cafe counter, you can find an ice cream machine, a coffee machine, and some dishes at the end there. And some cookies and pie slices and so on in the front. On the wall here, there is this small detail that I assume to be a Lego drain. If you remove the stairs to the second floor, you can reveal this small bathroom underneath. Once we enter to the second floor, the first thing we can see is this stage where the jazz band can perform. That piano and those drums came straight from the original build, but in here they are used in a new way. On this side we have the seats for the customers by the windows and in the middle. And if we rotate the building, we can find a nice detail in this corner. That is supposed to represent the Lego Assembly Square set, which is, of course, the very same set that this Jazz Cafe has been built from. The third floor is a bit different because it's mostly open to the second floor. There is only this seating area here by the windows. And this is how the third floor looks when it's on its own. There is another Lego Easter egg here in the corner that is supposed to represent the London Bridge set. And the roof is pretty standard. Not much to see here. Although this architectural feature was quite interesting to build. I also did a couple of modifications of my own, mainly because I had suitable parts left over from my town hall build. So let's first take a look at modifications on this vintage car. In the instructions, this is a 3-wheeled model, because in the original set, there is only 2 tables, and the tables are used to create the front wheels. Those parts were not used in the town hall old build, so I had spares in reserve. I had the perfect parts to create the back wheels for the car. And so I did. Of course, the rear section of the vehicle had to be modified to include those back wheels. Perhaps I will make a detailed video of this modification later on. Then on to second modification. I have 2 open parasols here. The original outbuild only had 1. The other one was brick-built closed version. That is because the original set only comes with 1 of those parts. But I actually had 1 in reserve because the town hall outbuild didn't use that part at all. And I was like, why not use that one to improve the jazz cafe? And so I did. The final modification is this dome over here. The original set only comes with 3 of those parts. So the one closest to you was actually missing in the outbuild. But you can't really see that part from the front, so it isn't actually a problem. But once again, none of those 3 parts were used in the town hall outbuild. But I had already used 2 of those for my greenhouse mock. After that, I still had 1 to spare, and it was an easy choice to complete that dome. So, that was the European Jazz Cafe. Of all the buildings that I currently have, this one is my absolute favorite. It is just a really beautiful building. Now, I have gone through my entire collection. Is this the end? Well, it is not. In the next video, I will reveal my master plan for my Lego town. So we'll go through all the buildings that I still need to add in order to complete my layout. And I will also show you that planned layout, so you can see it for yourself. You can expect that next video ASAP, but remember, when a Sloth says that, it means as slowly as possible. Bye bye.